always tracking, always alerting. This is Next Weather.
Well, time is 12:15 and we are continuing to track the tropics here in the Caribbean. You're taking a look at Tropical Storm Melissa that will be bringing impacts to Hispaniola and Jamaica, maybe even Cuba over the coming days as it slowly treks through the area. Now let's take a look at more of kind of a more in-depth analysis of what we're tracking here. What we are seeing is really a split in the forecast models, which is why it is making it so tricky right now with a forecast cone. Now in red, you're seeing the American forecast model. In blue, you're taking a look at the European. You'll notice by the end of this work week, they're already not agreeing with each other, with the American models going to the northeast toward Haiti, and then the European or blue models here going toward Jamaica. Now, the European model is taking more of a dip back to the southwest into the Caribbean, and if it does so, it will have more time to intensify because we're dealing with very warm waters in the Caribbean this season. If it were to go to the northeast, well, then it would move out into the Atlantic even further and then pose less of a concern to portions of Cuba and even the United States in general. Now, right now, the U.S. is well outside of the cone and is not expected to get direct impacts. Here are some of the impacts we're expecting in Hispaniola and in Jamaica. You can see these rainfall totals, the areas in gold and orange indicating anywhere from 5 to 10 inches of rain, which will naturally lead to some flash flood concerns for these folks as we head throughout the next several days. We are going to make sure that we stay on top of the forecast for you and keep you posted each and every step of the way. Right now, we're bringing it back to South Florida. You're taking a live look out in Key West, 85 degrees on the thermometer, but it feels like it's 93 with those winds from the east at 10 miles per hour. Want to highlight the winds because they're fairly pleasant, about 5 to 10 miles per hour across all of South Florida, but they are going to be picking up over the next several days as this cold front slides through the area starting later tomorrow into early Friday, and then high pressure builds in behind it. That means you're maybe going to need to keep the hat nearby, maybe a little bit extra hairspray to lock in that hairdo, because notice that as we head into really Thursday, Friday, and Saturday is when I think we'll see our breeziest to even windiest days. Could we see a few isolated to lightly scattered showers squeezed out along this front? I think it's possible, especially as you make your way to the Keys, but the main widespread impacts will be the winds. This afternoon and evening, gusts up to 20 miles per hour. Tomorrow afternoon, we could see it anywhere from 25 to 30 miles per hour, and that could roughen up our marine conditions and maybe elevate our rip current risks a little later this week. If you're walking the dog this afternoon, looks like Tank's ready to get out there and enjoy the sunshine. Hey, temperatures in the mid to upper 80s, but it will feel like it is in the 90s. If you'd like to submit your photo for the dog walk forecast, send them the pics at cbsmiami.com. Afternoon highs just a little bit warmer than average for this time of year in the mid to upper 80s. Lows tomorrow in the ballpark of average, but a little bit warmer, will be mostly in the mid to upper 70s. As we take a look at your 7-day forecast, you will notice that our temperatures dip to the mid 80s in time for the weekend as those winds pick up, and then rain chances return for the end of the weekend and beginning of next week.